Hi, glad to see you again. Godzilla in the real world. This is a marine iguana that resembles Godzilla. When we hear the word Godzilla, we immediately imagine a huge monster that looks like a giant lizard. Godzilla is a gigantic and sinister fictional creature who lives in two habitats, land and sea. But did you know that in the real world, there are also creatures that look like Godzilla? They are marine iguanas. The marine iguana animal has the scientific name, Amblyrhynchus cristatus. It is said to be similar to Godzilla, both in terms of the head, body anatomy, and how to swim. Let's look at the interesting facts in this video. The form of the sea iguana has a fierce appearance. No wonder this animal is often likened to the Godzilla monster. This animal has a row of sharp spines on its back that are grayish-black, like the spines on Godzilla. Uniquely, marine iguanas can also change the color of their skin to be colorful. This color change usually occurs in the male species during the breeding season to attract the attention of the female species. The size of this animal is quite large. The male species can be up to 4.3 feet or about 1.3 meters. As for the female, she can grow as long as 2 feet or about 60 centimeters. Even though they look scary, some animals are very familiar with marine iguanas. Marine iguanas have mutualistic and commensal relationships with several other animals. Redstone crabs sometimes eat mites and ticks that they pick from the skin of marine iguanas. While in the water, they are often cleaned by fish such as the Pacific sergeant major fish, which picks up and eats the molting skin of marine iguanas. Marine iguanas live close to the Galapagos sea lions, which have larger bodies, but the two species generally ignore each other and coexist. The unique character of this animal is that it has the ability to survive a lack of food sources by reducing its body size by 20%. This is usually done during an El Niño storm. After that, when the food is abundant again, their size will return to normal. Marine iguanas are not meat-eating reptiles but herbivores. The main foods are algae and seaweed. These reptiles also have to bask on the beach because they are cold-blooded creatures. Marine iguanas are the only reptiles that live underwater for long periods of time. The only type of lizard or reptile that can live in water for a long time. They can dive to a depth of 20 meters and survive on the seabed for up to 30 minutes. When entering the water to forage for food, these animals' heartbeats slow down slightly to conserve energy, and they use strong claws to grip rocks when the pressure of the water current is strong. Even so, not all marine iguanas can dive for a long time, but only large enough ones can do this. Smaller marine iguanas will stay on the beach and survive by eating algae that are exposed when the tide is low. One of the characteristics of marine iguanas that is no less interesting is that they can sneeze salt water. This is because iguanas eat food underwater and swallow a lot of salty water. In order not to be dehydrated, the iguana can sneeze salt water through its special glands. Marine iguanas can only be found in the Galapagos Islands, Ecuador. These animals are scattered in the coastal areas of Isabela Island, Florence, Santa Cruz, Fernandina, Espanola, and surrounding areas. Marine iguanas have legal protection in Ecuador. Despite getting legal protection and security from hunting, the threat of extinction for these animals still exists and comes from attacks by invasive species. The animals that usually attack baby or sea iguana eggs are mice, cats, and dogs. Researchers theorize that land iguanas and marine iguanas evolved from a common ancestor since they arrived on the islands from Central or South America. Based on DNA research, marine iguanas are thought to have evolved from land iguanas about 8 to 10 million years ago. These are some interesting facts about marine iguanas, animals that look like Godzilla. Although its body size is not as big as Godzilla, from its appearance, this animal can be said to be really similar to Godzilla. For additional information, these animals can live up to 60 years, but on average, they only live for 12 years. Of course, from baby to adulthood, these animals have their own uniqueness and ways of adapting. Hopefully, this information is useful and can add to your knowledge. Don't forget to like, comment, share this video, and subscribe if you like. Thank you and see you in the next video.